If you change your mind.
The other day in my intro to criminal justice class, a student took out a whole lemon and started to peel it. And then he asked me for the time. So I told him, and he went, "Oh, okay," in a sad tone of voice, and put his partially peeled lemon back in. He put his partially peeled lemon back into his bag, almost ashamed of his actions. My question is this. What should I do if this situation comes up again? What is the code word that I can use so I can get this man to enjoy his lemon in class? I think he's some kind of citrus sleeper agent, and I need advice. And that's confused and citrus in Concord.
This is...
We have been getting... Listen, before we talk about this, I just want to say, we have been getting some fucking all-time questions from
the
y'all.
last,
The
month.
past few weeks have been all-time questions, and I can't thank you enough for making this show palatable.
There's so many. I love our listeners, and I believe you. If you come to us with a question, that is a sacred bond of trust you put forward. I believe you. Except I don't believe this person because there's so many angles to this dangle that is just unimaginable. The fact that this person was apparently going to eat a lemon is like not even chief among them, but that they unspooled this lemon a little bit, found out that the time was bad or wrong, and then put the partially unpeeled just going to let some of the raw flesh of the fruit touch the inside of my JanSport. What?
This kind of thing always makes me feel, I'm an old man now. I'm 33. I'm not as hip as I used to be. This always makes me feel like that this is a reference or a meme or some kind of internet joke that was like a setup that like you were supposed to respond a certain way. And like, what does the fox say? And you're like, this is math class. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Okay.
This was a gag from last night's American Dad. Well, I didn't fucking see that, of course.
Oh, I've got it.
So you're saying that after they asked for what time, you should have looked them dead in the eyes and said, "What's up?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like, exactly. That's
Here's
exactly
what you do.
it.
Here's what I think the proper response is in this situation. They start peeling the lemon. They say, "Excuse me, do you have the time?" You do a dramatic take, make eye contact with them, and whisper, "It's the sour hour," and then just everything goes crazy.
I mean, I think you could even be more on the nose than that and just say, "It's time for me to watch you apparently eat a lemon." like one might eat a delicious Tangelo, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So please don't cock block me again. I gotta watch this pop off, please. I've been thinking about it all week since you bailed on me last week. You left me devastated.
I do enjoy the image of a person who attends their class with a lemon and not a phone. So they have the one thing, they do have a lemon with them. They left the house today with a lemon and not a phone.
Yeah.
Doesn't this reminds me of like those logic puzzles where it's like two men meet at a restaurant and order albatross and say for old time's sake, and when they take a bite, they fling themselves off a bridge. Like, this is like, there's some explanation here that I just don't understand. And it's like, well, you have to know that lemon is also another word for, and it's like, it all makes sense now.
Is there possibly maybe like a university-wide protest? A very subtle protest. We're like,
all right, at noon, we're all gonna eat our lemons.
Right, we'll all eat a lemon at the same time.
I mean, maybe you're onto it. Maybe it's just this person feels like being very disruptive today. So they take a big juicy bite of their lemon while the professor's talking about criminal justice, and he's like, "What's really important to understand about jurisprudence," and then this person's just like, "Chomp, oh." Can you please? Do you mind not doing that in the middle of my class? Hey, we're allowed to eat. I looked it up in the bylaws.
Canker sores.
Oh, the canker sores are barking.
If you change your mind.
My office puts a 1,000-piece puzzle in the break room.
Oh man,
for everyone to work on. When finished, a picture of the puzzle is taken, displayed, and a new puzzle is put out. Although people work on the puzzles, I'm always the one who completes them.
Nice.
Am I good? Or should I let someone else know the sweet satisfaction of putting in that final piece? And that's from Puzzled in Cleveland, Ohio.
this is a good question, but also I want to address the fact that you work at an office. We're hanging on the walls. A guest might come into your office to do business and see a fucking framed picture of just like a bunch of balloons. So that's pretty cool. You guys are really into balloons and what is that? Ice cream? And that's the album cover of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Boy, you guys are into a lot of diverse topics, I see.
I love this super cool Pixar/Google workspace where the bosses are like, no, we don't care if you spend hours on end in the break room working on a puzzle. Whatever. We're cool here.
It's a puzzle QA facility. So it is part of their, here's what I would do. Fucking mix it up. Are you ready for this? When you're about to put in the final piece of the puzzle, put something underneath the puzzle, flip it over upside down. Wait for someone to enter the room and then put the last piece in.
Oh, fucking
and they'll look
shit.
at you and you'll just be like, that's how I do it. Fucking Bobby Budnick from Salute Your Short style. I put the puzzle in, like I could put it together backwards. I feel like the picture is cheating.
That is so
and
sick.
you'll become a fucking office legend.
I have another way of doing a good, and that is just when you're about to crush it, you call everybody in. Guys, come in here. I'm about to crush this puzz. Folks come in to watch you smush the puzz. And you get that last piece, and you're like, here it goes. And you, like, hold it way up in the air like you're going to slam dunk it. Like, oh, and you're bringing your arm down, and everybody's, like, cheering and clapping because they're about to be set free from the puzz. And then you bring your arm down, but then your arm hooks and crooks, and you put it in your mouth, and you eat it. And then everybody's like, whoa, yo, James, what the fuck? And then you say, the final piece of the puzzle is you.
Teamwork is the final piece.
Teamwork's the final piece of the puzzle, and everybody claps. Now you're the boss. You've inspired everybody, and they take a picture of this puzzle without a piece, and all of a sudden it's like an Office episode because it didn't go right, but they learned something.
Why wouldn't they just frame the puzz? Why do they take a picture of is that for like so we could do it again later? Do they have that few puzzles?
Yeah, we got to keep this. This is a fucking Primus strategy guide on balloon puzzle. What if we get a
picture as a reference for the next time? Like, it looks like this when it's done.
That'd be sick. If I fucking worked at an office and they had me put together a 1,000-piece balloon puzz and it took me a month, and then all of a sudden they brought in and they're like, guess what? Same balloon puzz. I'd be like, fuck yeah. All right, guys, let's get it together. We know the green one's there at the bottom left, and let's just work from there.
I can't imagine. I think being the person to finish the puzz, I get it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being the person to start the puzz? What would be worse than that? Like, if I see a pile of puzzle pieces, I'm just going to keep on walking. There's no force on heaven or earth that's going to make me start the sorting process.
Unless you find those tasty corners. You find those corners, and then all of a sudden you're like, my work here is done. Everything you do will be built on the back of my major accomplishment here. I am now I'm the puzzle master.
You know,
That's what when you get to that last piece, you take that last piece, you go out in the office and you find the person who's been having a rough time. Maybe like they just lost the big account, and you walk up to them and you like kind of flip it to them like you're flipping them a quarter, and you're like, you need this more than I do. And like they
fucking lands
get
in their
to
coffee.
smush the puzz.
They can smush the puzz.
Yeah.
One thing that you could do is take early on in the process, steal one piece of the puzz, and then put it in a giant sack of foam waffles and make them like slip around and look for it. That's how Mark Summers invented Double Dare at his office, and he got fired for that, but then he got a job at Double Dare, so it all worked out.
It all worked out in the end. Another thing you could do is go to Spencer's Gifts and bring like $100 because you're going to want to purchase a lot of fun stuff in there. But you buy a sexy erotic puzz, just like a good doing it puzz, and then everybody's putting together this balloon puzz at work. And then you go in to finish it. You shut and lock the doors. You throw that balloon puzz away, and you put down this finished sex puzz. And then when people come in, you'd be like, "Yeah, I guess we just couldn't see it until it was finished." But damn, Jerry, you picked up a pretty fucking erotic puzz, bud.
A lot of hunks in this puzz.
A lot of hunks.
It's a hunky puzz.
A lot of fucking trouser dogs in this one, huh, bud?
Hey, Jerry, this puzz was called Western Pleasure. How did you not
wild, man.
figure that out?
I mean, it's fucking good. It's tasteful and like very like sexy,
tasteful.
but like
I also thought it was going to be balloons. I'm as surprised as anyone
Right.
here.
I thought balloons until the moment I put the dick one in.
And
this one piece did have the dick in it.
Then you fucking reach down, you pop a piece out, and you shift the rest of the puzzle a little bit. It's fucking one of those ventricular dealies, and all of a sudden it turns into balloons as soon as you pop that one piece out. What is this sorcery?